Alex made 3 separate jigs to route in the drawer handles, each one proportioned to the width of the drawer it was cutting into. All this walnut is grain matched. If he made one mistake, the whole galley would have to be redone. When you're working in the same van every day for over a year, you become very intimate with every part of the van. Every strut, every weld, every brace, every space. Cubby space. See this wall? This wall is going to get cut. There's going to be a hole in this wall. Why, you say? Because we've got a cute little walnut cubby recessed into the wall. When this is done, it'll be smooth and flush, and this baby is inside, recessed in the wall. Yes, it's little, but it's going to serve a purpose. Maybe you put 2 small umbrellas in here. It's right by the door. Whatever the case, it's a nice little detail, and it's a nice place to keep stuff. You remember way back when I put this plywood floor down and I said, I don't know why, but I gotta leave this plywood full right to the edge, cover this step. And then the siren went by, and then I moved here. Something tells me not to cut this away. Every time I start a segment, the fire engine comes, or the police. Cut! Well, now I know why I had to leave that plywood. Once this futon got in and I started to play with it, deploy it, put it away, bed, futon, couch, bed, you're backing up and pulling right across this area and back, just slightly aft of center. So we needed floor here. If I had cut the floor at the edge of the step, you would have fell in the gully. I would have got a call. So the floor comes all the way out here. It's supported with my 80-20, 1-inch 80-20. And I'm going to leave it open like this. Yeah, I could put a nice cover, a nice shroud with an oval cut out. Looks very nice, solid, then slide in. I want to leave this open. I want options. I don't want to compromise the access that you have under there. Yeah, I'll put my pretty little trim rubber or whatever in there to make it look nice, but I'm going to leave it open. It's utilitarian. I'm not going to cover this. This is an outdoor spot. I've lived in my Sprinter for 5 years now. This area gets very dirty. It really does. You're coming in and out, you're kicking here. That's why they got this rubber tough stuff down here. So no lipstick down here. This is utilitarian. I know. I'm working up front and I'm making my way to the rear. But I had to step back here because I have to do a redesign. I need some fabrication done. This is the bathroom shower area, okay? It's going to serve as both. It's 48 inches long and it's 31 inches wide. That's bigger than most Class B bathrooms. This one's going to remain open, no walls. You'll see how that's going to work. The toilet, the composting toilet, is going to live in a hermetically sealed box underneath the sink here, and it's going to slide out when you need it and then slide back in when you want to take a shower. So here's my situation, the shower pan. If you remember me talking in the past I want an infinity floor. That's what I called it. Basically, my finished floor in the van is on the same level, flush and smooth, to my shower boardwalk area. This will all be a teak-like boardwalk. It's not going to be teak because teak actually would be too much maintenance. So it's going to be a synthetic type of a board that looks like teak. Flush, okay? That means I've only got a 2-inch shower pan, 2 inches deep. That's not a lot. Now you can make that work if it were smaller. But to try to get the proper pitch to the drain in this large an area with only 2 inches to work with, it wasn't happening. I could flash up this wall, I could flash up here, but all along this finished flooring, I cannot make it any higher than 2 inches. So then I thought, okay, let's put the drain here, because you put the drain just ahead of the most precious area you want to protect. In this case, it's this area running down the aisle. If we put the drain in the center here and the van was off level and you took a shower and the water started to pool up down here, before you know it, it's flooding down the aisle and your futon is going to have to act as a raft. Not in this van. So put the drain here, you say. Okay, if we put the drain here, we've protected our most precious area. All right, now, let's say, here's a scenario. You went to the beach, you went on a hike, now you come back to the van, you make a nice dinner. Now you want to sit, you want to relax, you want to read a book, but you want to take a shower first. So now you come back here, and we've thought ahead and we've given you the drain, but the van's not positioned correctly. It's not level. The nose is high. If you take a shower, the water's going to pool up down there, go cascading out the back of the van. People are going to think you got a weeping gray tank, and we can't have that. So here's what I did. I'm going to have a stainless steel shower pan fabricated to fit in this space. 2 inches tall all around, a beautiful stainless steel shower pan. But that's not the big idea. Here's the big idea. We're going to put a drain in each of the 4 corners of the shower pan. Now, it doesn't matter what level this van's at. You can take a shower. Now, obviously, don't park on the side of Mount Washington and think this is going to work. Let's be reasonably level. But if you're reasonably level, which typically you would be, because when you're living in a van, it's uncomfortable to be anything other than reasonably level. So here's what we got. We've got a beautiful stainless steel shower pan that has 4 drains, 1 in each corner. They are all going to come together into a collection box, a sump, under the van, right here. That sump will have a pump, and that's called a sump pump. And that will send all the drain water to the gray tank, which is a little bit forward. It's a little hot, right? After working in the same van for over a year, you get to become very intimate. I left it open intentionally. I'm not filling every square bit of space with something. Let the owners live in it. Let them see how they live. Let them see what they may want to do with this open area. They may leave it open. They may put a reading chair here. A small one. Cubby. Boy, did I go off on a tangent. This follows the contour of the van body right here, so that panel comes right down to the ground. I mean, why is this so difficult? Maybe I'm just looking for too much. This is going to get wrapped with the vinyl and put on the wall with insulation on the back. But before we do that, we're going to cut a hole in it. That was so close. Again. All right, I know, I'm working up front and I'm making my way rear. The toilet sits under the sink in a hermetically sealed box that I got from Johnny Carson. Go cascading out the back of the van. People are going to think you got a weeping gray tank, and we can't have that. So here's what I did. That was the one. Oh, my knee locked up. Go with that one. Oh. Hee.